The housing market had a great time expanding with easy credit and low interest rates since 2012. This allowed people to be at different degrees of leverage. Some have low leverage, some have over leverage. And as the credit tightens, as there's a liquidity crisis, as banks tighten, require more reserves, higher credit scores, get rid of more of their loan programs, as banks have challenges with collateral and trusting each other and lending to each other. The interest rates still remain pretty high. Lending gets tighter though, and what happens is everything starts to contract, and there's a deleveraging process. I could probably come up with some analogies that are better than this in the future, but imagine that since 2012 you've just been going on, flight somewhere, and time flies when you're having fun, right? And you go somewhere and you have everything in one suitcase as a carry-on, and you go to this other place for a while and you have a lot of fun, and you're in real estate and you're expanding with all this credit cards and all that while you're on vacation, or a long vacation, very long vacation. And at some point you had so much fun growing with the expanded credit and all the credit cards and everything else, but now as everything shifts and it goes back and you're going back home, back to reality for a lot of people, the interest rates stay higher and lenders get back to maybe a little bit more normal conditions instead of the easy credit and low interest rates of 2 or 3%. You're now taking a flight back the other way. But remember, you acquired all this stuff through lifestyle creep. You acquired all this stuff with all the credit cards and credit expansion, all this other stuff. And on the way back, that stuff doesn't fit in the suitcase anymore, right? It doesn't fit there. So keep that in mind. How do you fit that in? So that suitcase analogy, expanding and forced to contract. So now your new identity, which was born out of expansive and easy credit, is heading into a contracting economy. This means it's time to rearrange some things and make more space, since there will be a big deleveraging. And it will be different for each person depending on how much one is over leveraged. This reminds me of the popular quote by Warren Buffett about over leverage. Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. With credit end of quote. With credit expansion, everyone had so much time, or some built on a foundation of FOMO, fear of missing out. And with any level of liquidity crisis, tighter lending, overvalued collateral, poor risk management, deleveraging usually doesn't get solved with action and time as much as deep insight and clarity. When houses sit on the market for months and months and years, and sellers can't just give it time, when housing prices are going down, time and seasons don't work in their favor. Only to be forced to make a decision, it does. They'll have to discount their price or give super flexible financing terms. You can witness that with motivated sellers at the haves and wants section at MNREIA on the first Tuesday of the month at 7 p.m. Take notes, grab the mic, be ready for the unfolding in the economy. With this big unwind, the big deleveraging, there is no easy way out.